Good afternoon. Today is October 26, 2020, and it's 6:02 p.m. And this is the committee meeting of the Streets and Sidewalks Committee. Excuse me. We're here to hear a staff recommendation on an authorization to bid Riverside Drive Improvement Project Phases 3 and 4. And Mr. Titterington, are you or Mrs. Rhodes going to lead this discussion?
I can start, and if you have real questions, then you can ask the city manager. We are asking for a recommendation that council authorize advertising for bids for Riverside Phases 3 and 4 together. You'll recall that the last couple of years we've done Phase 2 of Riverside, which was approximately from the cemetery northeast, west, east, whatever, to Orchard. This would take it from Orchard all the way up to the property, well, it's not the property line, but the ball fields at Duke Park to the Hughes Camp northern part of the park. Similar to Phase 2.
Just on your comment there on the north, it's going to go all the way to the north end of the property line at Hughes Camp, or it's going to be at the south end?
Of the farm, yes.
Okay.
The entrance X, basically.
I have no idea what you said, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, just near the entrance is what you're saying, and then,
It'll actually be farther north of the entrance.
okay.
Yeah. Or beyond the entrance. So we are asking for authorization in an amount not to exceed $2 million. This would be a rebuild of the road and the water and sewer extensions, but we're also asking, similar to Phase 2, there are several properties that could potentially become annexed. If there are sewer hookups, then as part of the annexation process, we would pay for the administrative and the legal costs associated with the annexation and hooking them up to sewer service. We are not recommending emergency legislation.
Good. And I think Mrs. Rhodes is going to be the one I direct these questions to. Have we had contact with the property owners yet?
We're actually scheduling a public meeting. I think with COVID, it kind of like slipped our mind. So we are scheduling a public meeting for November 17th. It's going to be kind of here as kind of a pass-through or kind of open house that we did recently with West Main, which worked out really well.
But did we have we mailed any letters or any other pre-notification to the property owners that are going to be affected here?
With the sewer lines and or
Sewer line.
we're actually scheduling with the health district to get contact with them to get in their house to determine how we're going to best serve them with a new sewer lateral. So that's in the process right now.
Got it. Thank you. Is there any reason that we're not going fully up to the north end of the city limit there at the north end of the Hughes Camp property?
Well, because we don't know fully with Hills Camp property how it's going to be developed, what driveways. It all depends on what that becomes, that farm field. So we don't want to put in driveways or drive approaches or anything like that and hit the wrong location. And so locating driveways may also affect grade and what your decision is. So, and it also has to do a little bit with money.
I knew that would be somewhere a question that would come down the roads.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I don't have anything else at this moment. Did you have anything else to add to that, Mr. Shaw?
Yeah, one of the questions I have is that we're hooking up or improving, I don't know, we're hooking up or we're improving the county property? Is the county property at 1625 Troy City Road, is that currently on Troy Sewer and Water?
The county property at 1625 is currently on sewer and water. There was a sewer line that was actually installed that we're actually connecting to back in 1970-ish, that actually they installed it to Riverside in this old county home at 1695. And then they deeded it over to the city of Troy. So they are actually hooked up. They've been hooked up for several years now. They're outside of the city though.
Okay, and so, but we're improving that line into those properties?
No, we are not. Sanitary? No. Water? Yes.
Okay, so who's paying for that?
The water was a system improvement. It's not necessarily just to serve that property. It's actually goes back to our ISO rating, our fire rating, with the insurance. And so several years ago when we did our, I think it dates back to like early 2000s when we did our insurance rating, then it came and was included in the 2014 water master plan that we needed to loop the water main from Nottingham, which is east of the railroad tracks, under the railroad tracks, and come out on Riverside, and then shoot down Riverside, because the existing water main is 6-inch, and it was a recommendation that it increase to 12-inch because our fire hydrant tests along Riverside were so bad and so low.
Okay.
And pressure.
Okay.
So we're not doing it for Riverside, we're doing it for the city of Troy and for our customers.
Okay, so is the school, Riverside School, and the county has another office out there now, are they coming into the city of Troy under this deal?
We're gonna ask them, but because they don't need any water or sewer services, again, they installed the sewer and they don't need water services, they've already been a water customer, we're gonna ask them, but they may say that they're not interested.
Okay.
Any other questions from any other council folks that are out there? Anybody else in the audience have any questions on this item? Mr. Schilling, just for your edification, this is a similar format of what we did on the Phase 2 project
Right.
with 16 homes out there and all of that. Gotcha.
I was in the audience for that one.
Okay. All right. Very good. And what is your pleasure with this item?
I think we can go ahead and it's coming in on budget and all that type of stuff, right?
Under budget.
Okay, I would think we could go proceed with that.
Okay. It is unanimous with the committee at this point that we proceed as staff is recommending and proposing. Any other items to come before the Streets and Sidewalks Committee? All right, then we are adjourned. Thank you all.